Good. All right. Everyone can see. Is the lighting good? All right. So let's start from the previous week, and we go from there. You'll have this for you guys. So first things first. Everything is labeled with pins here. Maybe the same letter pins, but that's fine. So we all remember the pecto antebrachialis that is pinned here, and then the pectoralis major, the pectoralis minor, and then xaphohumerales.
Yes.
Okay. From last week as well, remember external oblique. And from this week, we pulled the internal oblique as well. So that's external, internal, and then we have this one right here, which is the transverse abdominis from this week as well. And from last week, we got the rectus abdominis going down the middle.
Sorry, you guys.
Good on this? All right. From last week as well, when we went to the arm, we lifted the triceps brachii. And then when we lifted the pecto antebrachialis, we found the biceps brachii as well, which is labeled X here. And this here, the one pulled back, is the epitrochlearis, one of the easiest muscles that you'll see. Any questions on the front of the cat? Good on that. Perfect. So now I'm going to go to the back of the cat. As you see, there are more labels on the back of the cat. Most important ones that you need to know are the CASs. So you have the clavotrapezius, which is this one right here. So we're pinned right in the middle. Are you good, or do you need to move? All right. And then you have the acromiotrapezius, which is this thin layer right here.
Wait, let me get it.
This is the acromiotrapezius.
Okay.
And then this here is the spinotrapezius, also a thinner layer. And this pinned right there.
Okay.
The other CAS that you need to know are the deltoids. So in this case, you have the clavodeltoid, which is the covering of the shoulder right here. You also have the acromiodeltoid, which is right there, kind of a deeper muscle in this case. And this is the spinodeltoid pinned right there.
Okay.
Now, this here is the levator, pinned here, going down this way. That's the levator scapulae ventralis. And another way to know where the acromio is to see this letter Y, the small letter Y that it makes, here and here. The acromio is right on top of that. It's kind of sitting in that martini cup, martini glass. Okay. We continue on going. Let's go with the gluteus before we get into this mess. Gluteal muscles, we have the, this one is the gluteus maximus. This kind of thinner one, although we say maximus, it's still thin because we're talking about the cat.
So it's lower down than the medius.
Yeah, so they look like this when we first separate them.
Oh, okay, okay.
So we're gonna lift this up this way. That's the maximus. Medius is the medius muscle. And I kind of lifted off the minimus as I went with it. This is the minimus right there. It's right under the medius.
A yellow pin.
The yellow pin, yes. So blue pin is the maximus. This, whatever letter that is, I guess A is the medius, and this here yellow is the minimus.
Okay.
Y'all got that?
Yep.
Okay. So now let's separate the cats. Before we do this, this is the latissimus dorsi. This is also an easy muscle. It's pretty large. It's like
That's
a cape.
the wing, right?
The wing, yeah, the cape or the wing. And remember when I asked you guys to lift the other latissimus dorsi and lift it all the way there? It's because we have a bunch of muscles here that we need to know. So let's separate this cat into two halves. We have this lower half and we have this upper half. Starting with the lower half, we have the multifidus spinae, which is right on the spine. You can see it here as well if we cleaned it, but it's right there and this way.
What is it called?
Multifidus spinae, or spinae. And then you have the longissimus dorsi. You can say it longissimus if you want to as well. Three heads of the same muscle, 1, 2, and 3. Pin this one, and that one. These are the longissimus dorsi.
So you could pin any of those?
I can pin any of them, or I can pin all three of them and ask you for them.
Okay. Okay.
When we go to the top part, we have also three muscles. We have 1, 2, and 3. So labeled that way. 1, 2, and 3. This one here is the spinalis dorsi. So it's no longer, we're not going to call it on the top part, we're not going to call it multifidus spinae. Multifidus spinae is actually right under the spinalis dorsi. But for now, since we only have this showing up superficially, we're going to call it spinalis dorsi. This here is one of the heads of the longissimus dorsi in the middle. And then this one is the iliocostalis, closer to the ribs. These are the ribs right there. If you had gloves, you would have touched them, but that's fine. That would be the iliocostals or iliocostalis. There's one between the ribs, so external intercostals, there's a rib, there's a rib, or there's a rib, there's a rib. It's pinned right between the ribs. There's this one here, this one here, this one here, and that one there. External intercostals.
Can
Outside,
can
right
you say
between
the
ribs.
external one more time? Point to it.
External intercostal. So it's this label A right here. Is this one? This one, this one, this one, this one, and this one.
Okay.
Okay. Last two are people get confused by it sometimes. One of them, I'm gonna lift the cat up like that. This right here is pinned there. This is kind of separating the scapula. So in this case, you have. Actually, these are not the last two. I apologize. Like 6 more muscles left. This is the teres major. And on here, I hope the pin wasn't removed. I think the pin was removed. No. So on the bottom side, we saw the teres major. In the armpit region, there's your teres minor. Okay? So armpit, teres minor. There's nothing else in the armpit other than that one that we could ask.
Okay.
And then right around here, again, if
So
you remove... Yeah.
This A is the major? Mm-hmm. Okay.
So now if we do this, remember when we removed this acromio trapezius? On here, if you lift it up, there's the supraspinatus, which is on top of the spine, this pin right here, under the acromio trapezius. And then on here, also under the, so this is lifted, the acromio trapezius is lifted, this is the infraspinatus. So supra is here, infra is here. That's how it's going to be labeled. And that's because the actual spine of the scapula goes this way. So it cuts it that way. Imagine the spine being this way. So infraspinatus is here, and supraspinatus is here, infraspinatus is here. Good? As you lift this here, you have the rhomboidus muscles. You can find them separated like this, or they can be intact. And that last pin here, going deep, is going to the subscapular fossa, so it's cutting the subscapularis, going that way. So I just have to put my pin through it. Any questions on this, guys? These are all the muscles that you need to know for these 2 weeks. So for the quiz next week, you still need to do more work next week, so we're going to add more muscles and maybe a bigger lecture. Hopefully we'll fix it.
So will the quiz be like, will the 4 questions be from this week and then this other 6 from this, from, you know what I'm saying?
Six from this week and 4 from the
Yeah.
previous week.
Can you explain these to me one more time, these 3?
Cut the cat in half. You have
Okay.
a lower section and an up section. In the upper section, you have this muscle here, which is kind of on top of the spine. That's
Okay.
spinalis dorsi. You have this muscle right here, and they're separated there, so you can see the separation. This muscle right here would be the longissimus dorsi, one of the heads of the longissimus dorsi. And this muscle right here, closer to the ribs, is the iliocostalis, or iliocostalis. And it's
All right.
pinned right there.
Thank you.
When you go to the bottom though, multifidus spinae is right on top of the, so this is multifidus spinae right on top of the spinal cord. And these 3 are 3 heads of the longissimus dorsi.
Okay.
Okay, different kind of orientation.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.